Hey there, welcome to day 317 of our BU 365 day challenge to do one thing every day that improves us in some way. Today, our challenge, it's actually no nonsense, November 13, day 13 of our talking about one thing every day, one big lesson learned that has really made an impact or a difference in my particular life, and hoping that there's something that you can glean or learn from that as well. So today's lesson is to do one thing every day that inspires you. And I looked into this a little bit and I thought about what are the things that keep me going and motivated when I'm committed to doing something but I'm not 100% sold on it and I don't really want to do something every single day to move me toward that thing. What are some of the ways I go about lighting a fire under myself to keep me moving forward? I'm going to share that list. And then I looked up online a bunch of different ideas and things to keep us motivated and inspired and move us forward. So I'll share a couple of those lists. Number one, put your goal on the calendar. Set a specific goal. Know what that endpoint, that thing that you're working toward is. Maybe it's a self-improvement project. Maybe it's to do something with your kids. Maybe it's to improve a relationship. Whatever it is, write it down. Give it a specific date. That's why we write it on the calendar. Number two, make working toward your goal a habit. If we do one thing every day, even if it's a teeny tiny thing that moves us toward that or helps us make progress, then before we know it, we've gained momentum and we're making big chunks of progress toward what we want, not just little tiny baby steps. But it's the baby steps that accumulate and create the momentum to move us toward what we want. Number three, plan for imperfection. I don't know about you, but I've never been perfect and I wouldn't even want to be. So know that what you plan as you're moving toward your goal, it's not going to go exactly according to your plan. I laugh about making different plans, vacation plans, plans for big events, plans for activities, plans for projects and businesses and things, only to find out that the plan was about 99% wrong. It was a good exercise to map out and do the things, but if I get frustrated every time something doesn't go exactly according to plan, we spend our entire life frustrated. Number four, set small goals, or I call them interim goals, to help us build momentum. One of the most important things I found that I have to do for myself when I set a goal or an objective is get myself a couple of little wins early on in the process of moving toward that big goal, and then breaking it down into little pieces. So I've got some like milestone goals or smaller chunks, and I can feel good about achieving each one of them. I don't have to wait until I get the thing that I'm working toward before I'm satisfied or happy or feeling like I'm making success and progress toward that thing. Otherwise, we'll get frustrated and we'll quit, because if we don't feel like we're moving toward what we want, if we feel like we're not making any progress, it's pretty easy to throw in the towel and just not go for it anymore, or tell ourselves we don't deserve it or something crazy like that. Number five, find a way to track your progress. This is starting to sound like a soap framework, isn't it? And whatever works for you. Maybe you just, we've done a lot of different examples of this throughout the challenge this year. So find some way that you can measure whether you're moving toward what you want or away from what you want. The things we measure matter. The things we measure we pay attention to, and whatever our attention is placed on is where we're moving. Number six, reward yourself for the little wins as well as the big ones. So when I was younger, I used to wait until I'd set a goal, and then I wouldn't celebrate or even think really very positively until I actually achieved that goal. And I learned that it made the process and the journey of getting the thing that I wanted a whole lot less fun than when I had ways to reward myself for the little wins that I had along the way. Number seven, embrace positive peer pressure. Now, you might say peer pressure is always bad, but it's not. If we're accountable, or if we've enlisted the help of a friend to help keep us motivated and moving toward our goal, or holding us accountable to moving toward our goal, it's a lot more fun than just doing it all by yourself. I do a lot of personal individual challenges, and they're fun. I like doing them because they're just kind of inherent in my nature. But I also know the ones that I do with other people are a lot more rewarding and a lot more fun because we learn from other people's experiences, what works for them and what doesn't work for them. And that helps us to get better and learn more quickly and have progress as well. So embrace that positive accountability and peer pressure. Number 8, practice gratitude, including gratitude for yourself. I think one of the biggest secrets that most people don't realize is that the more we focus on the things that we appreciate in our life and are thankful for in our life that we have already, the more of those things come into our lives. Number 9, find some mood lifting or do some mood lifting activities. My favorite thing is to just go for a walk outside in nature or just have a couple minutes of quiet breathing time to, in the chaos of our everyday lives, to just reflect on, how things are going. And if I'm having a bad day or if my mood isn't where I really want it to be, I like to take a break from everybody and everything so that I can put that in check and in perspective and say, okay, is this thing that's bothering me really that important? Is it going to matter in an hour, much less in a couple of days, a week, a month, a year? Probably not. And if not, I'm not going to spend any time and energy worrying about it. Number 10, change your environment. One of the best things we can do to get inspired is to get around people that have already done the thing that we want to do or already experiencing the success of something. Think of a weight loss journey or a personal development journey or a personal improvement journey. If you want to learn a new hobby or skill, the best way to get good at that is to surround yourself with people that have already achieved that goal. And 11, remember why you've set the goal or objective. Remember what it is that you want to do and what you're trying to achieve and why you want it. The why is actually more important than the thing more often than not. Why do you want to lose weight? I mean, one of the biggest things they teach you when you go into a weight loss program is you have to have a big reason. Maybe it's your health, maybe it's for a big event, but whatever that reason is, that motivates you and inspires you to keep going and doing the things you have to do in order to achieve it. I have a whole big list of other things that I'm not going to share where this is going to get super long, but share in the comments below for our action item today. What is one thing that you do to keep yourself going and keep yourself inspired? Share that and I will share mine. Have an awesome day and I'll be with you tomorrow. Bye. Be inspirational today.